Obusoga Bulaire. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are privileged to host the First Lady, who is also the Minister of Education and Sports, here at Baba TV and Baba FM. Obusoga Bulaire.
Tusangaire banaife ababoni abali kutubona kwobote n'abali kutuwuliriza mwebali ino kubanga muteze mwebali irala Kigumba Katonda yebali kubanga ababisisa munna kwolwalero nimukola ku mirimo egisobola okukulankulanya ensi yaife mwebali irala ndede ntibanyi tomanako kunga ino obuzibu obutali bwa nsambo ndala oyinza okweyagana ngeriyo abalwazizo babalwaire katusabe Kigumba abanigise ekisumwa ekyekiwozima Tomaneri abafirirwa katusabe Katonda abasibe ekikakati ekyokumwoyo mugume era twiregalala tubenga tutambuza obusoga n'ensi yaife Uganda. Program yetulimu olwalero program yandawulo ino kubanga erimu ebintu bingi era ebyendawulo. Ekisooka tuli wano ku Baba TV ey'obwaki abazinga ngaya atenga Baba Media Group era kutwaire ku Baba FM Radio ali kuwulisa Baba FM Radio era ali tufuna bulungi atenga tini yonka ni radio edindi dona diri kutufuna katuba benga nabasa abateze bona balifuna programu eno kubanga yandawulo kubanga kyetujjo okwogera ku kyona kyandawulo ate twaba n'abageni abendawulo ninze Omulopa Chifubanga Michael ali kubiriza programu eno mwebali ino kubanga mumpuliriza era kansoke mbandulire abageni baife betuli nabo mu studio olunaku olwalero awoni ni Malemba Kobere omulamwa gwetuliko era nga omugeni aidye ku mulamwa omukulu oti ni guno ni Mukembuga First Lady ate Minister ow'ebyendegeresa n'emizano Honorable Janet Kataha Museveni ali mu studio wano era ali neituli yatuleteire tubenga tusobola okukuza abaana obulungi ate tubenga tusobola kuba abalamu obulungi webale ino tusangaire Mukembuga First Lady era Minister ow'ebyendegeresa n'emizano ate taide yenka agerekeirwa Minister of State ow'ebyeitaka Honorable Pasis Namuganza atenga MP waifo weisaza eryebukono mu district eyena Mutumba Honorable Pasis Namuganza tusangaire ino okuidano mu studio edda Baba TV era okubanga Baba FM bali kuwulisa ne radio edindi era editoire kuno ate twaba ni Honorable Minister okuva mu Minister of State for Karamoja Affairs eranga ni Honorable Moses Kizige atenga idukira Honorable Moses Kizige era ni MP owa Bugabula North Constituency Honorable Kizige tusangaire obi webali kubao mu TV yaifeno eya Baba TV ni kunokwerekera kwa mugeni yaife omukolo wo olunaku olwalero ate twaba ni Honorable Member of Parliament owa Jinja West Constituency Honorable Moses Grace Balyeku ate idukiranga Honorable Moses Grace Balyeku kumpi ni Kabakyaza Managing Director owa Baba Media Group chikoba mukama gange tusangaire okubanga oliwo nga tukyaza Mukembuga First Lady ate Minister ow'ebyendegeresa n'ebyemizano twaba ni omukolo wo okuva mu Ministry y'ebyendegeresa nga ni Mr. Benson Kure Baitazare. Mr. Benson Kure Baitazare ni kamisona atwala omutindo gw'ebyendegeresa eby'amasomero aga senior, kamisona wa secondary standards, commissioner wa secondary standards tusangaire Mr. Benson Kure Baitazare we bali kubango idie kano Baba TV bakuulire Baba FM ne ku radio edindi eteze nga nabasa ate twaba ni mwene district isentebe owa district ye Idinda mukulu Titus Kisambira tusangaire mukembugera wakyalanga ote okukuba abakyalire ige bebale kubanga oidie atenga oyo mwana gange ngiri na musomesa akuze chairman LC5 bebale kubanga oidie mukulu Titus Kisambira ninze kifubangabo Michael Omulopa Mama, First Lady, Chief Bangabo Michael. I'm a professional teacher with experience of over 30 years, but I'm also a public health specialist. Actually, I'm working on a concept paper for PhD on communication for health issues using radio. That is the concept paper that I'm working on. But I'm also the general manager of the Baba Media Group. So Honorable Moses Grace Balieku is my boss. But also I must mention that I'm the chairperson of NRM in a great sub-county in Kamuli District. I'm the chairperson of Bulopa sub-county in Kamuli District. You are welcome. And there are many people who have tuned in. We alerted them on radio and on TV that we are discussing an issue that touches them, an issue to do with their children, an issue to do with life, with health, an issue. So primary schools have tuned in. We have 1,800 primary schools in Busoga region. We have pre-primary 400 pre-primary schools. We have secondary schools, including City Secondary School, 315. We have BTVET centers. We have BTVET institutions, 10 of them in Busoga region. We have branches of universities, and recently we have a university to be with His Excellency President Museveni promised the Busoga region. And teachers, parents, pupils are all tuned in to this important cause of feeding in schools. You are welcome, Honorable Minister, and unpack the pack you have brought for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to begin by saying good evening to our listeners and those who are watching this program this evening. And I want to tell you that the purpose of my coming to Jinja and to the Busoga region in general and the rest of the country where I have been is to launch a campaign on school feeding program for our children at school all around the country. I have had an opportunity to discuss with the local government leaders here, and I was fortunate to meet many of our leaders from across the region. And I have heard, generally speaking, how the situation is in schools of feeding the children at the lunch hour. But I know that, generally speaking, many children in the country go to school and spend a whole day there on an empty stomach. So this campaign has come about because of the fact that we all know that these children that we are talking about are the future of Uganda. They are the future of our families, and therefore we cannot risk the lives of these children because of failing to give them food to eat that they need at a very early stage in their lives. And we must remember that naturally when parents are blessed to have children and bring them in the world, they know that they have the responsibility to take care of them. And that remains a responsibility of all parents, really, until their children become adults when they can take care of themselves. Now, that therefore means that the parents must have homes where children can grow up They must have food to feed their children. They must have the clothing for the children. They must have a means to take care of them when they are sick or they have bad health. And these are the basic requirements which no parent really need to be reminded of, because they all know that when they bring children in the world, then the children are dependent on them, and the parents must take care of them until they are adult. And these things stay with the family, always. That's what family means. It's not about school feeding alone. It's not just for school purposes. It is for life. Even when children are not going to school, they must be fed at home. They must be taken care of. So that's why we're talking about food and nutrition, so that we can remind the parents that even the parents themselves need nutrition, they need good health. And the food we talk about is food most families really have at home or can have. They can grow most of the food. It is easy to grow food in Uganda, fortunately. We have food that we eat with the vegetables, like the greens, and we have a lot of fruits that grow all the year round. But sometimes the families don't remember that the children need all this food when they are growing up. Sometimes fruits are grown by families themselves, but they sell most of it and they don't feed any to their own families. And food like cassava, like posho, like matoke, and beans and peas and greens, all that food grow in the homes, we know, and people feed themselves all the time. But sometimes when we talk about school feeding, people think that it requires going to buy food which they don't have, which is not the truth. The food we're talking about is food that people have in their homes or people can grow. So if the child spends a day at school without lunch, it is wrong to expect that child to be attentive in class the whole day and also do well in exams when the exams come and pass well. So this campaign is supposed to help me as a Minister of Education, because it is my responsibility for the children to do well in schools. But I believe that primarily, really, this is a responsibility of parents to know that their children are healthy even before education and as they look for education. Therefore, I thought that if I start this campaign and include all other leaders in every district where I've been and where I am tonight, as you can see, I have my colleagues here, leaders at the district level, members of parliament, honorable ministers, and I have leaders and even those that are not here in the studio, I mobilize so that everybody can really know that they have a stake in what is happening in our schools and in our children, and I persuade them to get involved in this campaign so that perhaps we can remind the parents that they have neglected a vital responsibility, their cardinal responsibility of taking care of their children, and perhaps we can persuade them to really start doing what they must do to ensure that their children have food for lunch at school and they eat well even when they are at home. So I've been trying to involve leaders at all levels, like government leaders, like members of parliament, as I've said, like religious leaders, like traditional leaders, like mothers' unions, like the Catholic women's associations, the Muslim women's associations, the LCs from 5 to LC1, and specifically LC1 chairmen can be really instrumental because their unit is a much smaller unit. They can check on the families and know whether the families are packing food for their children to take to school, or what is happening at their unit where they live as LC1 chairman. And we have had a research that has been done in the country that has shown that areas that have found solutions to this problem of school lunch, the children thrive in school, they do very well, and there are more children in schools than elsewhere. They do well indeed in exams. There is no absenteeism. Children are not stunted. They are disciplined. They are happy children. They like sports and they do a lot of other extracurricular. Therefore, this is the purpose for my coming to Jinja and to Busoga in general at this time, because I needed to really reach families. That's why I use the radios and TVs where they are, so that I can discuss this topic with the families directly, both the fathers and mothers. I know that many of our families now go to work, but at night I hope that they are all at home and that they can listen to what I'm saying, and so that I don't just talk to mothers alone. I need to talk to both mothers and fathers, because children belong to two parents. Now, I also remind people that we have agreed in principle that there are options that we can use to feed the children. We know that it is agreed that where people live in towns or municipalities or town councils, those who go to work and earn salaries are able to pay cash. And so we encourage those to pay cash and have schools prepare lunch for the children in school so that those can have a school lunch. But even people who live in towns and urban centers and cannot afford to pay cash, we still persuade those ones and encourage them to pack lunch for their children, because it's doable, it's easier, and I've been taking around these containers to show mothers and fathers that food can be packed in a very simple container, a very affordable one. These just cost 2,000 shillings each, and if a child can get some food in this one for lunch, and it's well covered properly, you can know that your child will have something to eat at the lunch hour, and then they are safe at school, and you expect them to do well in school. There are many, but it's a choice of which one would want. The other option is for those families that live near schools, and we encourage those to allow children to run from school and go home and have lunch and then run back to school for the afternoon classrooms, for the afternoon classes. So those are the options we have that are ready. But for me, I think that people who live in rural areas especially, those ones, it is easy for them to pack lunch. Packing lunch is not something people should think that it's a shameful thing to do, or it's not done in modern countries. Even civilized countries that we call developed, they pack lunch for their children because they don't necessarily want to allow other people to choose what their children will eat. They want to choose what their children will have for school lunch, and they pack it for them. And then they are comfortable knowing that their children have something to eat, something they chose for them, and it's good. But to allow children really to go through the day without eating anything, that is what is wrong, and that is what we must fight. Therefore, it is my prayer now that really all parents take this issue seriously and find a solution to it. And indeed, when we discuss it together with leaders and families, I'm hoping that together we will find a solution for this problem once and for all. So I want to thank you all for listening to me, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Education and Sports. Thank you very much, First Lady. Banange ndoza muwulire Mukembuga First Lady Honorable Janet Museveni akukobye ati atongoiza kagefube ti wanobonkaye Uganda yevo okutuuka ekanga nga kyali kukoba ati ebitundu bingi atambula aye abaana bangi mu masomero tibali ya mere omwana bwatuuka ku isomero bwavuire eka bwaba yasiiba atyo mu kibiina yayingira kwayuya omusomesa ali webituuka byadeema aye era omwana nga bali mukuba ati ali ku isomero nga italireku kale yakoba ati abaana bano n'emiti emito era n'ekibira ekyenkyo kale bwene bwe bataliye mbaye bwene embiri yeyo tulibaaga ate nga omuzaire kasitozaala mwana mana bwamumamenga obwo buvunaanizibwa olinabwo kitegeeza nti bakuweere Katonda kuweera abaana olina oba n'amaka g'obabeesaamu olina oba n'emmere gy'obaliisa balina okwambala abaana abo balwala obaidanda obwo buvunaanizibwa bubwo kabiti cyane bayirawo nakuba ati bakwiddukiza ati muna emere omwana okulya buvunaanizibwa bwo obwo buvunaanizibwa n'ebisolo ebindi bibwiddi kale yakoba ati kale ni mumaka niyo mwene omuzaire okulya kintu kirungi obulamu bw'okuba obulungi ate ekirungi yakoba ati Katonda yatuwa tujja okweyagana mu maka ebivava bidodododo byagana biriwo teni kyonka ebibala biryomo emere yetulya eriwo tulya muogo empande obullo empindi byona ebibaawo bisobola okuliika omwana era omwana yabanga akula bulungi tinti kaefube wakuliisa baana oba mu masomero baka nti oba byakugula nti batandike kufuna sente edigula ebyokulya aye byene byetulya buliido omwana gali era akula bulungi ate omwana watalya n'ebibuuza aida kugwa bwabugwe kuba taategeere bye bali kumusomesa kale Mukembuga First Lady era Minister of Education and Sports yakwata kanteo kaefubonu nga tusobola mukola zenka ndabita mbakulembeze bona nga butimpegano aide ni ba honorable ministers ba MP ba isente baba district abakungu abebyembegere ali babitamu bona aine abandi bali bitamu ba mothers union abali bitamu bakyala bakatuliki abasiramu n'amadini alijanga abakwati bana tuike gansi tukobera abazaire tutibana ekyokulisa omwana buvunaanizibwa aye kirungi omwana akula bulungi omwana yabawo era yasobola utukalonyi aye akoba ati ba LC1 kabiri imwe muberera gansi ali kunene y'abantu njo sola nokutambula gajako omwana galebe bamuwaire yo kwa kabokiza atale kwa okulya ku isomero omwana oyo atabanga aidaba ndala ku isomero kaya akati abero siwan mwenambo kaefubono mwemigire mwino tubenga abaana basobola okulya ku isomero ate tinti akigwire ku bugwe okunoonekeza okwa research kwalaga nga ebitundu ebirimu abazaire abaana ge bali kulya emmere kebe entwale ku isomero oba yebagani ku isomero ebitundu ebyo abaana balikolanga bulungi mu misomo abaana balikulanga bulungi tibali kuvuba abaana abo tibali kwebulambula ne ku masomero ati nze tidda kwejiira abaana baba basanufu kale olwa research yalaga bwabulage ng'ekituufu ekyokulya ku isomero kaefuba ono ajje mu maiso ng'avunaanyizibwa bamaama ne bababa mu embiriri mutemu okubona nti yeigu omwana atwaire kyanalya nakyo ku isomero mukembuga first lady yakobye ati waliwo n'enkola damirundi yoti esatu daliko ekituufu tomana amasomero ag'ekibuga n'agandi ndi basobola okuba atya abazaire twekolemu omulimu twesonda esente tutwale ku isomero eisomero ligula emmere mu bungi meni ekyomusana olutuuka nga bagabaana emmere ey'okulya aye tinti kya sente kyonka nekikola nige mba mbitundu nga timusondye sente musobola bulungi okuba nti nze gakagano bana kuncho ndakolanga nti ntewo akabando kange nkaniyoli bulungi ekirungi obukebe bwaida kontena dabika nabika olonda mu bwakala yoyenda ate lero babukola akulazigano bulungi nga kaliku wosobola okola kungulu wakasandukula mbegano nga kano gabawo wota eiva wataga eiva kali gansi gatawo emmere oba bidandali oti nebyo wansi gata osobola otabika mu nidodo gabayo ng'osandikira omwana ojja kweyagana nga aidatuuka ku isomero asome bulungi nga ali kuyingiza mu bwongo kuba ali kwesumba ati ekyomusana olunatuuka zena ndakulya ng'abali eka bwe bajja okola ki okulya olutuuka ng'alya ate obuntu babukola kalwawo tinti kaidamala sabiti kasobola n'okumala omwana yakammazaako omwaka kagula bwa 2,000 kabisigaza nga bikaali bisu bulungi nga tibidye mbubuuka ate omwana asobola okukatagano waaligende yakola ki yaba nga ali bulungi kale eyenaya aye yakoba tomana omwana gabanga muli ku kimpeme na isomero essaawa akadeeka kubaako essaawa 7 alumuke aire iwaka ali emmere akole ki aire ikyone aye ekintu ekiko kirikala aliire ekyomusana maireyo asome kasitalia nicho oba mugaireyo sente yalya ku isomero oba omusibire enkalango yatwala oba aizeyo wakamangu yalya meya amala yaira akobya ati ekyo kintu ate tabayo akoba ati mbukiswaza hiya banabona batatu omwana wange ali kulebeeta n'emmere n'ensi edindi edda kuleira omuzaire asala ati nze omwana wange nendalye kino timutwala ku isomero bamuwa batya byentaidi ateekwa okulya nze byendidi kale dona disibira abaana enkalango ebyokulya ku masomero kale tutakoba mbwe kidaswaza okuba nga tuli okutwala kale kyova atero kaefuba oyo twena gwe tube twenigiramu okuba nga tutusa mukembuga we there are committees at school parents teacher associations and parents have always said that perhaps the fees that may be charged may be a bit exorbitant and may discourage parents from paying. I think in the campaign, is there a strategy of making sure that these committees are also brought on board and they encourage carrying food and also the amount paid so that it is not as exorbitant for the parents and perhaps accountability so that all food bought is eaten by the children at school?
Yes, I have heard that question many times in this tour, but we know that those committees are made up by parents, and we have also encouraged that there should be food committees in schools that are made up by parents themselves. Those ones are the ones who should determine what costs it should be if they are going to charge people to pay money, and what food they are going to feed their children, so that it's not done by just school teachers and head teachers alone. The parents themselves should be involved in setting what foods or costs they are going to charge the community, and they should be able to discuss this problem. I have been persuading leaders of local governments to invite parents to the district and really discuss this at length, so that parents feel involved in making the final decision. What costs, if any, are being charged to parents, and what is the food that is going to be fed to their children, so that there is not a small group of school leadership alone that makes these decisions and impose some costs on parents who cannot afford that. So it should be a communal decision taken by the parents themselves, or at least representatives of them.
Thank you. Mukembuga avakwinonora kubanga mubuziza nti obukiiko buliyo bwabazaire PTA eranga ulisi bukola embalire ya budget bwatamu emere abazaire abali bakati ayewo esente dino debasaze demere detabanga ningino aye Mukembuga inonore yakati tuli kwenda ino okusingira tube n'obukiiko kituufu obwo bwa PTA aye be yakakiiko nga akokoka kola ku kigambo kuliisa baana abana banali abatya atenga kabazaire bene ab'omu kitundu ekyo abasobola okumanya ati ayemere ye bajja okulya mbagebe twala sente meka kuba wobigayitika n'obukiiko obundi tomanya kuku wayinza okubaawo batono bati nga nabaliisalangawo aye kaba akakiiko nga kabyamere ku isomero n'abazaire bakataawo nga kabyamere kaidaba nga kasobola okukola omulimu ogwo bukalamu era kalinge mu kabone nkola kyeidde okukolera eisomero lino n'abazaire bano yegwe babusente bwa kusondayo bwidaba bumeka baawo ni abaana babenga basobola okulya nemere babenga tomanya kuku bali yakweri mu ekirisa obulungi tiko bantu kabeka singo babana na bidandali byonka eriyo eisomero olunaku olwalero mu lupapula olwa Daily Monitor balieta Nsola Primary School. Nsola Primary School liri mu district ya Namutumba. Bayitali mu olwalero nga that school, Nsola Primary School, has a way of feeding their children. They have land, but they have found a way of making sure they have school gardens, and it involves the pupils, the teachers, and then a garden is put, and then whatever comes out is what is used for feeding the children. I thought that was another strategy. Could it be that if, say, Operation Verification came and they are given some seeds, we could have schools feeding using the school gardens?
Yes, I have heard that question also thrown around and discussed. For me, I wish I had confirmation that this is not going to develop into using a lot of school time to do the food production in school gardens, because the schools that have more children in school require a lot more food, and so to grow for the children to be the ones to grow food at school to feed themselves may require a lot of work and therefore a lot of time, and that therefore for me looks like it may bring up problems than solutions. I was saying earlier on, we were discussing these many options, and I was saying that really I would like to know those schools that have succeeded in using that formula, and to know how much time the children take and how much food they produce, and if it can take them a whole year round feeding the children. So I don't necessarily encourage that myself because of the fear that the children may be found to be putting a lot of time into that work than school work.
Mukembuga mubuziza nti yego amasomero agalina amataka yagali isomero atirine yika 5 yika 6 amasomero ago tigakozesa itaka eryo abaana abasomesa ne bagemaganaku kabe kasinge ne beri miramere yaibwe nojo okuwulira ati emere buti bali kugirya nga eva ku isomero kwenoko mukembuga ko byati kyandibaire kikola aye kyatya mu kirala omwana ide ku isomero kusoma tinti oba asoma bya bulimi byonka aye asoma na amasomo agandi mbega no tunakola tubana mpega nemere evenga mu school garden tuma nako kutuyinza okweyagananga kagefubo okwenda okutoda olumbugu kabeka singe okuduba okusimba aida twale bisera n'omusomesa yandi bale kusomesa akoba ati anti ndijere emere yabana yebanalya kabeka singe ni omusomi yena bamukozesa ati butinti aliere ali mu climate kale ensonga yenda kusoka kwetegerezera aliko bati eriyo benako anti munkobere kwa amasomero agakikozesa gabanga ebiseera gali nabyo abaana bakikola mu biseera ebitalinga bikosa okusoma ate gaba nemere omwaka okuwaaku nga emere eriwo bulungi ino banange abali kuwulirisa era okubona Baba TV, Baba FM ne radio nabasa eri kumukutu guno kubona mukembuganga tutongoza kagefube ogwokulisa abasomi abali mu isomero bale kusibandala bakule bulungi era basome bulungi ndi bakoba nti twidafuna omukisa tukube amasimu era wetukuba amasimu ku nsonga eno eyokulisa abana ku isomero bwebayo kyobanga oyenda okubuuza oba okuwabulamu kuku omukisa gugo idabanga ogufuna owabulemu obuuze memukembuga aliwo ate tali yenka ne abakungu minister of state owebyetaka honorable passes namuganza ate MP owebukono aliwo honorable Moses Grace Balyeku owa Jinja West constituency aliwo tulini honorable Moses Kizige minister owa Karamoja affairs aliwo ate MP owa Bugabula North constituency tulini chairman wa district yeyidinda mukulu Titus Kisambira aliwo ate ebibanga bigemagana amasomero akola kubya amasomero nga ava ministry yebyendegeresa Mr Benson Kule Baitazare yena aliwo commissioner owa secondary education standards yena aliwa idabanga atwira mukale amasimu abali ku TV gajja kuidao ku tambi ubenga mugabona osobola okukuba esimu madam honorable minister, now that you are here in Busoga region, there are other people listening even outside Busoga. There are a few issues that we could also wish that you tell the people of Busoga concerning the Ministry of Education, so that they can know what is going on in the Ministry of Education. And they have some queries they were sending over earlier on, and perhaps they would hear it from what we say, the horse's mouth. For instance, there are secondary schools in Busoga region and perhaps Uganda at large, which were accorded last year. And these secondary schools, teachers and staff were interviewed, about 27 per school, and those ones thought they would have started last year, but up to now they have not started. They have not got appointment letters. Are those schools likely to begin 1st July, or perhaps is the program off? Examples of such schools include Buyengo, it was taken up by government, Bulopa, Nakabale High School, and others. So please.
So I can ask my commissioner to say something about that.
Thank you, Mama and moderator. Thank you very much for asking that question. Indeed, this financial year, 100 schools were selected for government grant aiding. And out of the 100 schools, I was checking this morning, I discovered that this region, almost every district has a school among the 100. What happened last year and this financial year which is ending, Ministry of Finance indicated that there were not enough funds to be able to pay the salaries of teachers. And this item was carried forward in the budget of 2018-2019, meaning that beginning July, this is when these schools are supposed to be effective. But I must mention that some of these schools actually have been receiving capitation grant, because by the time we took many of them on board, they were already under the PPP arrangement, that is private-public partnership arrangement. So they were already getting capitation grant, and we took them on. So the only thing they were missing has been the salaries. Indeed, Education Service Commission interviewed these teachers, and immediately the financial year begins and funds are available, then the instrument will be released, teachers will get appointment letters, they will be posted by the Department of Secondary Education, and then they will start receiving their salaries. So that issue is on course beginning this coming financial year, and I know the members of Parliament who are here can testify to that. Thank you.
Webale ino Mukembuga First Lady ekibuzo akobya ati kasita gwe kigema ku mwene ate commissioner okuva ministry ey'ebyendegeresa aliwo ekibuzo ekya amasomero ago era yatwino yatukoba ati amasomero gali 10 kiramba ge bayingizaawo era batola bakozesa interview abakozi aye yakoba ati busoga bana muli ba mukisa era tomana ministry y'ebyendegeresa erioti ebyenda minister atwenda buli district yafuna yoku kwaga amasomero ekiko yafuna yoku ya buli gojja kwata ati era abasomesa abo n'abakozi baba interview aye gaba ku ministry y'ebyendegeresa kwati omwaka guno tikisoboka amasomero ekikumi n'abakozi 27 abakozi abo kubo tubatandika omwaka guno aye kasita bamaze okola interview utimpega buli kintu kiweere kisigaire kubagemye baluwa bakisindika omwaka ogutandika ku luberyeberye omwezi ogw'omusanvu balitegeka niba MP ako byati ensonga bagindi ku bulungi gulatu kalwa ku luberyeberye ogw'omusanvu nga mabaluwa gagabibwa nga bajja mu maiso bulungi ekirungi amasomero ago gabairenganga gatola ku kwesente kubazaire gayemereza isomero kale gasobola okubanga gatembeeta emirimu okujja mu maiso kale ekibuzo webale Mr. Kule Benson baitazare okukira mu obulungi otyo nga tulindanga okufuna ku masimu banange abali mu eruyere katusoke tufuneyo ke ekibuzo ekindi ekya mukulu Permanent Secretary Minister of Education Alex Kakoza waliwo weyachaza abakulu abamasomero ga private schools yakoba ati fees kabidiri mananga daswika ino umbage bwene kitufa amasomero gaimwe mwazimba aye omwaka ogwo mu November yage ekiragira ati mutayongeza fees, don't increase the fees until we have harmonized a rationale of levying fees in private schools. And people wanted to find out how is that one going, harmonization of levying of fees in private schools, because parents feel that in some instances some schools may be levying too much because they are their schools.
It's true that the Permanent Secretary discussed that with the private schools, and he guided them that they should not, no school should increase school fees now anymore without his permission. Whoever wants to increase any school fees should let the Permanent Secretary know and discuss it with him. Why? What is the purpose of increasing the school fees, and for how long would that be needed to go on? Because sometimes they have projects they give us excuses that they want to do in schools that require more money, and that's why they are increasing school fees. But sometimes they do those projects, they finish, but the money continue. So that must be understood. But those who continue to increase anyway, without taking care, without taking notice of this guidance, we are now working with the Ministry of Local Government to ensure that those schools, if we get to know which schools those are, then we will work with the Ministry of Local Government to help us now enforce the law so that those schools stop unless they have the permission of the permanent secretary.
Yeah. Webali ino First Lady okutukobera amasomero ago kituufu permanent secretary yagalandikira kwati bana oyenda okwongeza fees tukobere kuku kubanga amasomero agandi gaida gakoba ati iliyo kyetuli kuzimba gata fees era gakwati banange musonde aye ekizimbe ekyo niyo kibanga kiwere kabiga magajja maiso fees de dasigalanga dikali waiguru kyo kaya kati lebayo okwongeza twenda twamana mutukobera mutu bijazimba kizimbe twamana kidatu ala tamu imeka tamu edowe bigako kale gebaye isomero libanga likoze lityo amateeka gabanga bagamagana n'abakungu abo ku district katufune ali ku isimu. Hello.
Yes.
Amaina
webali kukyaza Honorable First Lady studio
tetuli kulya bulungi terera bulungi network yo
webali kukyaza Honorable First Lady mu studio webali kuyiga mu bifoga mu bidinda okutuwa amaizi amalungi Panitiza yale kujisiana itenga abana kutoka inda mama akili kujisiana ni kuyaga ni mkate la sana ikita kanisa uwezi ndio kile kubanga ekyo ngene batugamba nti abana babona basomye bajja kuba nga bafuna okulya okutomesebwa okulya fiizi ebitabo olwaleero maama bayogedde nyinza okulaba ng'ate lireero ebyawukanamu kati nenjagala okubooza nti kati abaana bonna basome kiki tebayambibwamu enyinyi
webali nekibuuzo ekyo tukufunye bulungi era First Lady Minister w'ebyendegeresa aidha kukwira mu ekibuuzo ekyo. That is a lady from Walukuba. Walukuba is one of the divisions in Jinja municipality, and she has thanked you heartily for having concern for the children and their education, and has also appreciated that it is indeed their role as parents to feed the children. But she says when the universal primary education was launched, it had the component of saying we shall be having the children studying and also feeding and also getting books and pens. But when you come up with this campaign, it is a deviation from what she had actually thought earlier on.
Thank you again for thanking me for coming and discussing this issue. But I want to clarify the fact that when UPE started, I don't know whether she requires somebody to translate.
I'll find a feed.
Okay. It was said very clearly right from the beginning that this is for Bonaba Some. It is true. Bonaba Some, it meant that you will not be required to pay school fees for your child to get education, because we were coming from an era when no child would go to school unless they could pay school fees. There was no other option. This was a time now when all children could come to school for UPE without paying school fees. And that was clear. Up to this day, there is no school fees. But the government also said that the government will build schools, it will pay the teachers, it will bring instructional materials like textbooks and capitation grant, which is money that is paid to every
It's okay.
that is paid for every child who is in school. But the parents also would have to feed the children for lunch at school, and also give them school uniforms, and also provide exercise books and pencils or pens to use. That would be the role for the parent. And then the other role was for government. And the government is playing its role, but the parent now is not doing the whole part of their role because they are not feeding the children. So bringing it in is not deviating from what it was supposed to be. It is actually implementing what UPE was supposed to be right from the beginning.
Mukembuga munanga we walukuba okubyeisimu Mukembuga Minister wa Education and Sports akwizemu yakoba ati bona basomerwe yaida tinti yaida kutola obuvunanizibo bwa omuzaire yaida kitufu bakoba ati bona basome kuba abana bali banji ngati bajja kuisomera ati anti nzira sente da isomero nzira fuizi yabo nzira fuizi kale government yava yakati abana bajje kuisomero. Government edatolanga obusente obwa buli mwana ebutenga ku isomero capitation grant omwana oyo abenga asobola okusoma. Era government edatolanga ebitabo bye basomamu textbook ebigerezeeyo nga bino bibagereze bya P4 bibenga bituuka masomero. Government kabiri edatola esente ewe omusomesa omusaala abenga asobola okufuna omusaala. Government kabiri eida kuyiya ebenga efuna ebizimbe abaana balobe kusomera mu mwangala. Kale government yakoba nti wagwaine gabewo enkola esobozesa okujja mu maiso. Akasimu bana ifa abateteerere akasimu eruye eno musobola okutuyamba kuko. Kale omukyalo we walukuba Honorable Minister akobye ati ekintu kiri kirala kyemuli n'okutegeera. Government yakoze obuvunaniziba obwo yakulekera wena ngo omuzaire obuvunaniziba obwo. Government teyende no ni mwana gakaawo kumuleta ku isomero buvunaniziba obwo otambuza omwana. Ate omwana gaatuuka ku isomero okumwambaza kube kukwo omwana abenga taida makidi ku isomero. Ate government kabiri omwana geberisomesa omwana erikoba nti omwana agwaina abenga asobola okufuna ebigema kasoke tufune isimu eriyo memale. Hello.
Ambaina neidoboze kada musana Richard okuvena Mutumba. Mama Janet Honorable mama wa Uganda webalo campaign yoliko. Mama okusomesa okulisa abaana nsonga nene mu masomero gona kai muga ifwe aga UPE eri kufukanga ensonga. Mama ba headmasters baifwe bali batandise ku mulamwa gwokumakuma abazaire okuleeta akatono okusomesa abaana naonkani okubalisa. Aye abakulu b'amasomero gano mama bayimirezebwa n'abantu ababatisatiisa okubasiba. Aye twakirowooza nti okwali kusabotaginga government ya NRM. Mama campaign eno nga bwokobye eida kujabuka kwera bulungi singa bakulembeze bona n'ababali omwo n'abasigere n'abeerosi basukira mu mulamwa ogw'okulisa abaana. Mama ife abeena Mutumba nenda n'ebusoga okwebaza nti government ya NRM ng'ebita ng'ekola ni government World Health Program yaleta program ya nutrition mu Busoga. Aye mama nenda okuloopera nti mulamwa ogwa programu eyo era kuyamba okuliisa abaana mu masomero. Mama nenda okuloopera nti akasente kangi kaidde Namutumba ne disitulikiti edindi aye kaliiribwa. Nze ndowooza nti programu eyo nayo etambula obulungi edda ku supplementinga ku efforts ed'omuzaire ng'aliisa omwana. Omuzaire asobola okugula akawunga oba okuleeta duuma ku isomero, then isomero lyo lisobola okuprovidingibwa. Mama nve ndowooza nti omulamu ogwo gusobola okutambula bulungi ne Uganda enoona. Namukiza President Museveni, chairman wangu wa party, Katonda akunkumire.
Mukulu Musana Richard.
Yes, please.
Okobye oti ntegeka ki eyeriwo yamba kuko okulisa abaana?
Nutrition program. It is a program funded by World Health Program and World Bank, partnered with the government of the Republic of Uganda under the NRM government.
Webalino Musana Richard. Era kyeyayindaga magana kuni omukyalo wewalukuba nga mama akwizemu yakoba ati government erikola obuvunaanyizibwa erizimba amasomero erireeta ebigemagana n'ebitabo aye lwaki alisitula campaign eno kabwefuba ono wakubona nti omuzaire abazaire bali kwerabira obuvunaanyizibwa bwaibwe era oyagananga mu Busoga bamala okugeresa eriyo abanonenkeza ku byobulamu aba Uganda Demographic Health Survey Busoga abaana 50 ku 10 bali akibu kirala tibafuna ebibwe bisatu ebyokulya kale mpegano titulitukiza obuvunaanyizibwa kale mama yaliko bati abazaire twe natukiriza obuvunaanyizibwa tuliisa abaana government yona ekola ogwayo and Mr. Musana Richard is from Namutumba and he has thanked you for the campaign and I said that head teachers in many places talk to parents about contributing money so that they can feed the children. However, they got threats from certain leaders whom he did not mention, who said there is no collecting money from parents. If you collect money from parents, you are sabotaging the universal primary education program and we shall arrest you. So some collect it with fear, and in other cases they say we shouldn't collect whether they eat or not. But he has also thanked the government of Uganda for partnering with the World Bank in putting up a nutrition project in that district, perhaps in other districts where the parents contribute the food, money for, say, buying maize for posho, and the money from that program caters for the source, including beans. That was Musana. He says there is a nutrition program which is funded by World Bank, which is in Namutumba district. Indeed, there is such a program. I'm sure Mr. Kule must be knowing about it, but for only selected districts. So he was saying that if more funding can come in and spreads, so that the parent contributes only food and then the source is got from the other side.
Well, you see, what I don't want to really inform the public about is something I'm not sure about, that it would always be there. Because when you talk about a World Bank program, indeed, like that one, it is a program that may run for some time, and if we depend on it now, when it stops, what happens? What I am telling the public, the communities, the parents, are the options I know will work always. And for me, I've been saying that in this campaign, we can hit 2 birds with 1 stone, as the saying goes, by emphasizing nutrition at the family level and then feeding the children at school. That entails that the family will now start be feeding on a nutritious diet for the family at home, and then the children will also be fed in school. Because we should not ignore the fact that our families should get some support from leaders to transform their quality of eating and the diet. Because when we say, okay, we'll get the maize, we'll take it to school, and then the World Bank program will bring the AMVA, and that really is not sufficient. But if we say, let the parents do this now, they are not just doing it for school, they are also doing it for their own homes. That's why I would rather talk about what I know best and what will help the whole family.
Mr. Clinton.
Mom, I want to add on the issue of mobilizing parents by teachers and then claiming that some political leaders, some leaders were threatening the head teachers. I would like to advise that the head teachers, when they are mobilizing parents, especially on the issue of collecting money, they should also look at the guidance that the ministry has given. After the guidance of MAM about the feeding and other issues which were happening at the school, the permanent secretary issued a circular guiding head teachers, should they agree with the parents to collect funds, how these funds should be collected, the procedure to be followed. For primary schools, it was guided that head teachers should sit with the management of the school, with the parents of the school, make a budget for what they are going to collect money for, and then forward it to the district authorities to look into it and approve it. Then for secondary schools, this is supposed to be forwarded to the permanent secretary, the budget is analyzed, and once approved, then this money can be collected. Because there is a tendency of sometimes when we agree that you collect money for food, then there are other issues that are brought in and money collected is beyond what is actually expected. That's why there must be a checkpoint at the district, a checkpoint at the ministry, so that when authorized, we are sure that this is what is going to do, and this money collected must be used for the purpose for which it was collected. Thank you.
Mama aide ngatukomera nti tali kwenda kukozesa NGOs oba bitongole ebitali bya wano bya gavumenti ebida n'obuyambi to the extent nti tubasabe emmere ey'okuliisa abaana. In fact okuba nti leeta iva iboleeta emmere kubanga mama akobye nti tali kwenda abaana bano balye bulye batali kwenda abaana balye bulungi, to be fed well. Ataliko banti abaana tebalina kulya nga bali ku isomero wonka bulungi oba ewaka wonka, bati babe nga bali welfare bwe bali ku isomero ate era bwe baba nga bali waka. So alika nti in fact we tubaire ku another forums mama nga alitukoba nti yes abasoga muli kulira obwabwe but we tutuuka ku extent nti eka tesobola nakweriisa mmere then timusobola kulowooza kukola sente kuba obwongo obutaliire bulungi tibusobola kuyiya sente. So if okuba nti tukasobola kulima mpindi, tukasobola kulima maido, tukasobola kulima mboli, tuli kwenda buteni GOs dide mu masomero dilisa abaana, mama alikoba nti no, emmere y'okulisa abaana esoboka bulungi okulimibwa ewaka kubanga emmere eno tiningi ino by the way. To the extent that tusobola okulemerwa okulya. So in fact mama atukobye early on kimuswaza nga ye okujja yatandika okusaba obuyambi from NGOs nti you I need aid ya kufeedinga bana waka oba ku masomero. So I think omulamu gwali ku mama nti abazaire babe n'emmere mu maka, emmere n'abaana ye balya tiningi ino ate balye bulungi nga bali ku isomero ate era ne wabanga bali waka balye bulungi. NGOs n'abadidi okutugemera ku fine tudaniriza but tusobola kuba nti we create a partnership nti baleete emmere tutwale iva oba tutwale emmere bateewo iva. Tulina obicontributinga byombi
Omubeera Honorable Minister Pass Namuganza akukobeire bulungi mwami Musa Nabikyani ate nga oligana mutumba tomanyi oyinza oba ng'ova mu isaza lya Bukono Honorable Pass Namuganza lyakiikirira ekintu kiri kiti ekyesigika kyayige kuba n'amere gaka mulye gaka ekyesigika iyemere eyo toolaku omwana ajalye ku isomero ayi wokuba oti kubanga twafunayo okubale bali tugemeraku bayinza okugemeraku leero ido those muno omwaka ogwo baabulawo ng'ate nga walemalirayo wajja okweyagana nga tokasobola akola ki okuliisa mwana ku isomero betube n'ekyaife kyetube twesigulireko era nikafube gwatandise Honorable Minister of Education and Sports okubanga atwala maiso. Mr. Kule Benson Baritazare, Commissioner wa Secondary Education Standards. Ati okobye entieri abakulu abamasomero. Babatisa abakulembeze yerwachi imwe muri kutole sente ere sente tuidabas. Ati esente nga dinatolebwa mu isomero. Abazaire batiyama. Nakachika akafuga isomero ka management. Oba board of governors basalawo bakwati twenda abana balienga bati esente lidaba diti kino kidagula bino kino gwe bakola embalire eyo tusoke tufuna ali ku isimu emale.
Hello
munabuze kibuzo. Amaina gosebo oliruuka ni wani amaina
Kitimbo Paulo kuvuye
muguluka Kitimbo Paulo
twaniza mama wifeje tumuseveni ebisoga wano tusinye okutusomesa kugamige magana nokulisa abaana aye obuzibu tunabo ne busoga nti tujye tukola bubi mu national examinations okumakisere kiwanvu aye ngo obuzibu bwa ku nsonga nti abaana baifa basinga obungi bali mukute mabikado insere bisinga obungi no bulimo obundi titwidi kyatujjakola lano titwidi government zatuyamba ku nsonga eyo mukaire waife aye webale ino webale kwida kutubala moyo gwa kululumirirwa bano obusoga webale alala
yaba ino mwami Kitimbo Paulo okuva emuguluka era ekibuzo kyo mama aida kukiramu bakabeka singe okuwabula ko oli kwenda edukiranga mukulu Benson Kule abayirenga aliko babakulu abamasomero wobanga oli kwenda okusala sente todisalaga enka toba bweno nokobo tuditine edido okumala tyama n'abazeri tyama n'akachiko ataye mukole embalirira ebateweire ngeri bayisomero lya primary embalirira ya budget mujigeme mujigereze ku district balinge babona ati bano bajali saba na bando mutiere megugula sente diti yenga sepiki baliji gula sente babonanga embalirira mu agikoze mu bwenkanya teko sebazaire nga baguna ku stampu nga mujamaiso nakulisa abana aye wobanga mukikoze mwenka tokobaire ku DEO tibaidi mbalirireyo muna baida kwibera bakwati esente doli soloza mu bazaire tidikizwa mateka baba tibali kutisa atako yati amasomero ga senior ago embali ya budget kayitejja wa ku district ejirira wa permanent secretary mu ministry education. That's when Kitimbo Paulo now also came up and said that yes, we are performing well in Busoga region in national examinations, and which is indeed true. He says absenteeism is a problem.
He says we are performing badly.
Badly.
Yes.
We are not performing well. We are performing badly in national examinations. PLA and the others. And he says the problem is absenteeism. The children are not going to school. He says sugarcane plantations. The sugarcane, perhaps owners or buyers are using cheap labor from the children and giving them some little money, and children would rather miss a day at school in favor of cutting sugarcane or loading it and then getting that little money. Meanwhile, at school, they are not present. And indeed, even enrollment, the net enrollment ratio in Uganda is 97%, but for Soga, the net enrollment ratio is 83%, which shows that there is indeed a problem. He said sugarcane plantations, but we also know that along the shores of lakes, those children now instead go fishing and so on and so. So it's Ketimbo Paulo from Guluka, which is also in Jinja district. It says that that's also another area which, as Minister of Education and Sports, you could find a way of handling.
It is a problem to discuss with local leadership, I think, because first of all you've got to know specific areas that are stopping children from school because of problem A or problem B, and then see how to handle that. It requires discussion and working with local governments to find solutions. I agree.
Era mwami Kitimbo Paulo mama akobya ati era tulina gemagana n'abakulembeze obuli abawansi kuba n'ababa mu bantu abo babenga basobola okwikagansi babone ikirikitya abaana abo tubatwaire tutya ku isomero yo omuzaire agamye omwana n'asigala aka bayiyengerera. It is also indeed true. Some parents have been arrested in many instances. RDCs have been working in hand with the local leaders to have some arrests, but still it continues.
Mama, it is true. Abana babatwala mu bikado, like what we would say child labor. But mama tikubatwala mu bikado kyonka, but you can find nti n'abaana nga wano mu town edinda wano babatiko obusepichi bwa duma. The maize they carry on the head to come and sell. In town here, you find the children are supposed to go to school, then they say first sell the maize. And they move with this maize when it is even hot. You see the steam coming out of it, and the child is going to sell. Sometimes it's burns, then they put the saucepan down, and then it says you wait for it to cool, and then so. And when they come back from school, it is the same situation they go in. Others sell jackfruit, fene. So, Mama, what the past saying here is that some parents are taking it for granted. Probably, Mama, if you really command that this child labor, should such a child be found from the Ministry of Education and from UM especially, Mama, selling maize during school hours, but Mama, even not even during school hours, still, this is a common problem. The children can't even eat the maize they are selling. That's how bad it is. They tell them to sell, and yet they are hungry. So, Mama, from you, if really, I know they are enforcing, but if you can really command some of us, we find such children, of course we are playing our role as leaders, carrying maize. The parents should be arrested, and some penalties probably. Now that even the commissioner is also here, given to them. But they keep talking, sensitizing, but they take it lightly, Ma'am. So it's a serious issue.
Honorable Minister, yongereza kwa yakati yeyo tigu bikado byonka, yeyo tigu kuvuba konka abazaire atumu omwana nga identi lero lwakusatu lwakusoma. Yankwati kola yokwe bidumaawo tamukasepi kitufumbe otyo nini twala mu town yo yalunguba mu town ali kujja kutunda duma 2 mbobo bafuna obusente kabiri eyandibire ngali ku isomero yabanga ebiseera bimala era ekirala ekyo mama kyakobye ndoza Minister Butimpegane ensonga ojidi ate mama akobye eti baidagama n'abakulembeze evenga esobola okujja mu maiso ali ku isimu. Hello tusange nyabo niwani amaina.
My name is Barbara Kateme.
Barbara Kateme, where are you from?
From Kasambira here, Kamule.
Yeah.
I would like to welcome our mother to Usoga region and thank her for the good work that she's doing. My question is about teachers not being in school when the students are available. So if the teachers are absent from school, how will feeding of children in the school be supervised? That is my question.
Thank you.
Very good question. It's a very good question, and it's our concern at the Ministry of Education. And we are really emphasizing inspection now, inspection of schools, because we think that we haven't been doing inspection sufficiently, and teachers tend to do what they want, and it's true that some of them are absent from school. So we are working to find a way to really be in touch with schools as much as possible, working with leader DEOs at the district levels and our inspectorate department at the ministry itself, so that we ensure that teachers are in school and they are teaching. It is also true that sometimes even when they are in school, they are not teaching. So we are fighting that problem, and we hope that we will find a solution. But I can ask the commissioner who's here also, who is in inspectorate of that for inspection of schools, to say something about that, because really that is also another very important concern.
Thank you, Mama, and thank you for that question, dear listener. One thing that we have emphasized, and I want to thank Mama again for this, for secondary education, she invited all head teachers of secondary schools and shared with them, and the theme of that discussion was a head teacher as first school inspector. A head teacher as first school inspector. And this is something that we have taken very serious. We are having a training of all head teachers in inspection. This one is going to take place this term, which is beginning, so that all head teachers can appreciate the role of inspection. We are going to train all head teachers of secondary schools in inspection, so that the theme which Mama actually championed should not just die at the workshop. They should get the message of inspection, they should play their role, because even if an inspector from this district went to a school, came back, he will not be going there every day. He will take a month without going there, and yet the school is empty, the teachers are not there, the head teacher is supposed to be playing his role. So the first focal person that we should actually encourage, train, and ask to play his role is the head teacher as the first inspector. Now for primary, there is an instrument, there is a tool we have designed, which is for both secondary and primary for inspection by the head teacher of the teachers, to follow up of the teacher, to follow up the teacher. The other thing we have done is to coordinate with the local government on absenteeism. We actually have trained, there is a tool for parents, there is a tool for sub-parish chiefs, there is a tool for sub-county chiefs to actually monitor absenteeism of teachers and students. There is also a tool for the school management committees and boards of governors. So we have done the paperwork, and that's not enough. What we are doing now is to follow up. I want to pledge and mention that for secondary inspection, this, we have now taken on what Mama guided, that if you are doing something, don't just do it everywhere. Do it small, but let it be perfect. And the inspection we have done now, we do it in a region and complete it. Like we're in West Nile, we did inspection in the whole of West Nile, and we have a report for that. Last time, we were in Western Uganda, Southwestern Uganda. We completed the whole of Southwestern Uganda and completed. There is a report on that, and the follow-up is going to be done. This term is for Busoga and Eastern Uganda, including Karamoja. So, actually come after 15th of June, we are coming to this region, find out, establish the facts, and after establishing the facts, then the ministry is going to see how to make a follow-up, guide the local leaders, give them information, and then there is follow-up. So finally, I would like to mention that the issue of following up head teachers is very high on our agenda. That's why now we are even going to the issue of biometric kind of follow-up of absenteeism. All these methods the government is trying to put in place to ensure that absenteeism is controlled. But finally, as Mama put it, it's also not an issue of policies, it's not an issue of following up people. I think the moral fiber is something that we must appeal to. Every teacher should know that when I don't go to class, I am denying a child something that is supposed to help him grow very well. So I think the moral aspect of those of us who have gone through the professional training to deny the teachers the knowledge that we have acquired, and yet we are earning a government salary, it is also not good. So I want to appeal to all teachers, I want to appeal to all head teachers to ensure that they help us attend to the students so that the issues of school feeding that we are talking about now can be important when actually teaching is taking place. Thank you very much.
Webali ino mama ize Mbabura Kateme owe Kasambira atya tulitegeka ekitongole ekirambula abalondoozi ba inspector babenga basobola okutuuka buli bantu babenga batuukawo era yakoba ati inonola ku kamisona ya inonola era yakobya ati headmaster n'asooka okuba inspector amanna abantu be abasomesa be bali somesa era bajatendeka ba headmaster babegerese engeri kiyolondolayo okubona omusomesa omulimu ali gukola mu kibiina kuba mama akobya ati asobola bakwisomero nga etali isomesa aya ate n'ekyo kubanga atuuze kwisomero kintu kikulu kale mwami kule webale kubanga otukobeire entegeka y'omujja okutendekamu abo abali kubanga bakola abakulu abamasomero ate n'abazaire dabaye empapula debaide okwiduzanga omusomesa gundi kirikitya akubita ku bulida aja ku olupapula akobya ati yona luliyawo liyo lwakakiiko ka management kona kaiduzenga mukuku toma nako kutwidaba nga tugema kuko akoba ati echa inspection bali kitakwa amani kyova baje West Nile busoga bali kuida ku 15 babone buzibu kyobuliwo era babenga babufaako ekindi kyembe mane kyakubanga omusomesa baamu obuvunanizibwa bakuwa omusaala bano omwoyo okuba oti ayo omusaala ndikugulia bwene katufuna isimu erisembayo the last call memale nintu malirize. Hello.
This is Enoko Wandera calling from Mayuge.
Enoko Wandera
calling from Mayuge.
Yes, sir.
I take the pleasure to welcome the First Lady in Busoga region and thank her for really teaching us about nutrition for our children. However, what I want to see our leaders turning out to campaign against superstition, especially witchcraft. Even the children who are badly malnourished are not taken into hospital because parents think it is witchcraft. So, in a way, superstition is keeping us behind.
Where were you now?
That's a lot one. I agree with you absolutely. If there is witchcraft really in this region, that is a major problem. Because witchcraft can delay the development of a nation, because people tend to be diverted to think about witchcraft indeed as the means to solve problems, the means to get what you want, the means to answer to your needs, and yet witchcraft doesn't help at all. I want people listening to me to please hear that witchcraft does not help anything at all. Many times you wonder why people would go to a witch doctor hoping that the witch doctor would help solve their problems. But looking at a witch doctor himself or herself, he doesn't, or she doesn't look like she has any help for himself alone. How can he then help others? But that is a spiritual problem, really. It cannot be solved economically, it cannot be solved in any other way. It is a spiritual problem, and I would like to appeal to religious leaders to really reach the people they lead, to impress it upon them that they have to get out of witchcraft and believe in a living God, because that's the solution. I don't know any other way to answer the problem of witchcraft. I'm sorry.
Eno kawadira ndoza obulire kuba obuza muluzungu era bakwiramu okuva mayuge ebigemagana ne irogo kodi bayiga je kubayiga omwana yagawo tali kulya bwabulye ayogere yamuyiga omuyiga yena gojire ku alimye na myerero muri yakoboti ayono akali kweyamba mwene ige goli kujja kale mukembuga first lady akobya ati kino kyenda abantu banaife mutuyambe abanaidini abakulembeza abamadini abantu bayire bamame ebintu bebitambula bamame ebintu nga ebayo obulwaire bwene nga tumusobola koboti mbukabiri irogo kabiri omwana okubita yoboje first lady Honorable Kizige Moses is here. Is from Bugabula North. And I would like to end with this. He brought letters that were sent to members of the committee to oversee the transition of Busoga University into a public university as Muzei directed. And this is thanks. They wanted to thank you for that step and perhaps assure them the date, when is it beginning. I'm certain Honorable Kizige knows. Then another thanks is from sports, Honorable Minister of Education and Sports. It is thanks from the head mistress of Jinja Senior Secondary School, saying that thank you for reorganizing sports. Now even rural schools can compete in sports and win. And teams are coming from as far as West Nile and also being part of the Premier League. We have Bidiko, a team in Jinja. We have Jinja SS, a school team. Now Ndeje University has entered the Premier League. So it is thanks for the sports sector reorganizing it so that it befits the whole of Uganda. Honorable Kizige, niwe owe igarewo ndoza.
Dede asembe mpozi mbaire nendo okubisawo okwebaza mama olwokwida stiru okutukobera aye mpozi n'okukosa omusawo gwano era okutegeeza abali kutubona mwena nti mama yantaskinga imwe abali kuyiba eitaka lya masomero and you've grabbed the school land yawa malairo kumpa directive and mama for sure as you said I'm just waiting a little bit just beginning in June as the commissioners nga bali wano okwasesinga teachers absenteeism mama yanko bati buli muntu yayiba itaka lya isomero oba ni wani oba oli mukulembeze utinize oba oli wakikachi yanko bati tuida kubagemya kifuba so mama ngabo it is true a report yakutukaku abantu bayibye they have stolen school land so really I want to make this serious communication kubanga abantu abandi bayirenga bali supposed to protecting amasomero ate ni mwo muvire yo ni muyiba amasomero amataka ga amasomero mwayiba compounds ebisawe byo bana bukuzanira mu mupira mwazimba ku a school remains there as a skeleton when they have grabbed the playground they have grabbed some other land which can be used for agriculture as you heard because mama it is true nti amasomero gano gabayirenga na amataka where they can even put school gardens aye sano gazirawo abantu bagaibye as you got that detailed report and your commissioner is aware. Pozera n'okumekeza mama yakuba nti amasomero ganagandi agakali kuibibwa itaka lyaimwe musobola okutaaku fensi etali expensive eyokukozesa live fence as you said mama musimbe ku obumuli obulungi obukomera. It is beauty but at the same time buli protectinga eitaka. So mama nezo kola communication neno that I took it serious and very soon I'm going to take on people who have stolen school land.
Kwandiza mama mkusuka wano n'okwebaza His Excellency the President ne mama Minister of Education and Sports olw'okuba baikiriza okusaba kw'Abasoga nti tufune public university e Busoga nga tukizimbira ku Busoga University eriwo. Nenda okukokobera Abasoga nti akakiiko mama ne President ke baataawo akakolirwa Dr. Muyingo, Minister of State for Higher Education, katandika omulimu gwako era balina olukiiko lwaibwe olusooka ku Lwokubiri wiiki yeno eno ku 24 ogw'omusanvu. Bateesa ku bintu bingi ino aye nga in summary university eidakwirawo amabanda gavumenti eidagasasula abaana abali mu mwaka gwaibwe ogwokusatu n'ogwokubiri gavumenti eidabasasulira fees nga bagire mu universities edindi nga tuketerezanga era olukiiko lujja kwiramu nga 5 ogw'omusanvu nga university ereeta byona bigeba ku baana abaliwo n'ebizibu ebibairemu amabanda agababandibwa gona bongera ogateesaaku gavumenti ebenga ebiringamu. Kale twenda okwebaza mama, twenda okwebaza ni president, twenda okwebaza ni mama nti ministry yatuteerawo budget ya buwumbi mukaaga 6 billion okuba nga tutandika process ya university eno. So Busoga University eidakwirawo eyinza obutete bwa Busoga University aidakwetebwa eriina era eidakusinziira iganga. So mwebe baikaikamu abantu bona balina okubuusabuusa koona mutyame entende mama aliwo ne baba aliwo Busoga eidakubaawo.
Webalino omukulu Moses Kizige tukwebaza Honorable Moses Grace Balyeku niwe kabakyaza sibula mama sibula abantu abawulirisa ku TV kuno ku nsonga y'okulya era oyongera okugumiza awoni tuyigalewo.
Mama kulaba kulembeze ba Busoga, on behalf of the leadership of Busoga and Nyanya district, we want to thank you so much, especially for this program where you're encouraging us, the leaders, to encourage the masses, the parents, to make sure that we feed the children in our schools. Without feeding, we can't get better results, we can't get better children, and we can't be good parents if we can't feed our children. In our meeting before, the DEO of Kamuli said, the municipality, that it is a right for children to be fed at schools. And as leaders, you're leaving us with the task and the responsibility to ensure that we continue with the gospel of spreading that our children have to feed, and it is our responsibility as parents to feed our children and also as leaders to feed our children. On behalf of the staff of Baba TV and Baba Radio, NBS TV and also NBS Radio, we want to thank you so much for having spared your time to address the nation through us, and we are very glad, and our doors are always open for you. Please come back again. May the God bless you, and we send regards to our president, and we thank you so much once again.
Webalino Honorable Moses Grace Balyeku banange esana yo abawulirisa mwena ku the radio ku TV mwebalino ni mama nze nkobye ndi musomesa nasomesa okay mbaire ndi kwaku mukulu Kisambira nasomesa mukulu Kisambira chairman LC5 is my former student. Surely you are the one going to implement, you are nearer the ground as we are here.
Zera nenda kutwala omukisa guno kulwa Jinja district. First of all, okwaniriza mama waife okuyida okutukyalira nga Jinja district ate nga Busoga Indeed, we are very proud, Mama. Thank you so much for really coming and lighting the fire. For us, the Basoga, we believe something that the mother touches, it becomes a success. It's always the mother who wakes up in the morning to go in the ziko to lit the fire, and eventually the children end up, and the whole family ends up eating the whole day. We saw how you steered the campaign in Karamoja for having food in the homes. Today, as we speak, the Karamajongs are able to sell food, some of the food in Kenya. So we are very sure that this campaign, Mama, that you are doing throughout the whole country, indeed is also going to be a success. We want to assure you, like we assured you earlier, that for us as the local leaders who are here to implement, we are going to make sure that we really encourage our parents through our established structures right to the grassroots to make sure that at least our pupils are able to feed in the schools, because this is one way, like you rightly said, that is going to improve the education standards in our region. And I want to encourage all our listeners, abazaire ab'omwidinda mwena mwena, Mama ayogeire, abazaire ab'omusoga mwena mwena, Mama ayogeire, please let us embrace this policy kubanga edda kutuyamba improving our education standards. Mama webale kuida era baba mutulamukize nti abeidinda tumwenda ino. Thank you so much.
Webale ino Mukulu Chairman LC5, First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports. It has been a great honor for me to host you, moreover on the Kyabazingazi Baba TV and Kyabazingazi Baba FM radio, and there is also another sister radio station called NBS FM. I thank you for coming, and especially for that campaign. I pray that the Almighty God goes before you in whatever you do, in whatever you say, in whatever you think, so that every word and every effort is begun by the Lord, and by the Lord is happily ended through Christ our Lord. To Gambo, give us a final word, and then.
Okay, my final word is, first of all, to thank the people of Busoga, really, for what you are doing so far. I can't say that everything is okay. I want to encourage you to do more, because these children, as I said when I started my submission, these children, we cannot dare to lose them. We cannot, as I said, they are the future of our country, they are the future of our families. We must do everything we can to make sure that we let them grow and thrive in a very, very healthy way, because we can. And Uganda is blessed in a special way. We can grow food without so much effort. So really, we should do our best to make sure that these children are given the best that is possible. And that includes both parents. I want to emphasize that both parents must know that they have a role to take care of their children, both. Because I know that in some areas, mothers strive so much to be the ones to do everything, while fathers really just watch and do nothing. So I am emphasizing this because I know that some fathers don't do what they could do. And finally, I want to end by wishing you all a very good end the rest of the year that we still have in this 2018, and also wish the Muslim community a happy Ramadan. So I pray the blessings of God to all the people of Busoga as we conclude this program. I will be listening all the time to hear what is happening and what changes are happening in schools and in education, and the results will tell all of us whether anything is changing. Thank you and God bless you.
Bless you, Mama. Thank you very much. Kale banange abawuliriza mwebale ino era esa program dikaja maiso ku Baba TV edindi ni ku Baba FM ni ku radio indi mwebale ino mwena mwebale yala era mukembuga buti alija mu office okutaka kusigirima aka mu kitabo nebindi ebidokwirira. Thank you very much for coming. Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are privileged to host the First Lady, who is also the Minister of Education and Sports, here at Baba TV and Baba FM. Obusoga Bulaire. Baba TV, Obusoga Bulaire.
Ab'ekitongole kya Save and Live Special Research Clinic beidandaba endwere diswika mu 17 ng'ensigo, ekibumba, alusaazi, omugongo, ebisimba ku n'abaana kwote kwedindi kamaala basooka akebera n'enkoledde ekikugu omuli reflexology olumala bakwidandaba n'obulezi obw'obutonde gayita ku hydrotherapy, soaking, professional massage. Eidinda baagane ku Gabula Road plot number A883 nga ku kisaawe ekyeka Kinuwali stage ya bodaboda kumpi ni Public Library. Bakwire ku namba eddamasimu 0773 23 95 64 oba bakwire ku 0758 28